Hello everyone, so for those who didn't actually see this previous video, it's a good idea to check this out, but anyways, you guys see what the title says. There's really no hiding it from you. Anyways, this video is basically talking about me getting and looking at and reviewing the Graphite Ranger. Alright, so one thing you guys need to check out is that when I previously got the Graphite Rangers slash all of the Rangers' hands are actually white, like clear colored white. But of course, if you guys seen the TV show, they're actually supposed to have gray or actually silver on them. This silver will do, but eventually I will get paint and actually paint it perfectly. But for right now, silver Sharpie metallic will actually work for this. So this is what is going on, is just showing you exactly what I did, and also just showing you a leg down and everything else. But I'm just basically showing you the fisticuffs. Sadly, it doesn't really come out very good. Sadly, the back, yeah, this is a messed up story about the back. When it comes to the back, I actually tried to do something with the back because, well, it should actually be looking like this. Here's a photo. So I do have a bronze Sharpie as well. I did use it. Sadly, it needed to be a little bit darker. But yeah, here's a look of what it looked like. It was very, very good. The sad part is just that it should have been a little bit darker. So that's one messed up part of it. It really is one messed up part. So because of what I did, I was like, okay, well, I gotta remove it. And now I learned it's not a good idea to either A, use nail polish to remove it, or B, to actually use a cotton ball, because the cotton ball actually scrubbed out some of the paint. Yeah, with that said, so that's why the back looks bad. I was bummed out about it. I was very bummed out about it. I'm gonna have to repaint the back silver first before I do anything. But since the good news is that when it comes to displaying him or just looking at him or just doing stuff with him, it's not like the back will actually be truly just looked at and ogled at. So that's the good news. But anyways, here is exactly what it looks like from the body down. Of course, I'm trying to get this focused so you can actually check it out. Yeah, sadly, the light, my gosh. Well, anyways, yeah, so here is him from the side. He got a butt mark. And here he is from the feet down. Yeah, at first I was gonna paint the feet, but yeah, his boot's supposed to be that color. And besides, I have no paint of white at all. So yeah, there you go. That's what he looks like. And I put him in this pose. The reason why I put him in this pose is because in the TV show, for the time being, you don't actually see him use any of his weapons. So that's why I put him in this pose, is to do that. So, yeah, that's one thing. I'll tell you more as soon as I get to it, but for right now, here's another look at him with some weapons. So yeah, here he is with the metallic version, or whatever you want to call it, highlighted version, see-through version of the Dino Charge Morpher. It looks quite good with it. Yeah, so here's the neck down. You also can see my radio. So next up is showing him with the sword in hand and with the gun. So yeah, here you go. So here's the saber and here is the gun. It's decent. Yeah, those weapons are quite decent. They are nothing that I'm like, oh, let's throw this in the trash. But yeah, there you go. You have this. He does it very good. Yeah, it's like very good, very decent. And here is the pose that I'm going to leave him, like I said before. So, history lesson for those who don't know, that in the original series, he actually was named Tenzai. And Tenzai actually was there 15 years ago. So he was actually a ranger from 1500 years ago in China. So the one thing that was very cool about the series is that they showed that the yin yang, the usual symbol, that was mixed together, and that's how he got his color. Because white plus black equals gray. So he was technically called the Gray Ranger, but of course Gray Ranger sounds quite bad. Even though I used to have a actual Power Rangers team with Legos too, and my starting team was the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, but he had a white helmet, and the Gray Ranger. So I had a Gray Ranger. I didn't see anything bad about it, but apparently, yeah, Gray Ranger is a bad thing to say. So, okay. Graphite Ranger, it is. So, the thing is that he had a powerful attack. He was named Clashing Brave. You see the plate on his head? When it came to demorphed and morphed, he actually has a head so strong that it hurts when you punch it. Heck, I bet you can break your hand over it. Also, with that, you do have the fact that he actually is dead. Yeah, so when it comes to this Graphite Ranger in the original version, there are some Rangers who actually are, in quotation, Spirit Rangers who have actually died. Technically, there's only just two. Yeah, it's just only two of them. But still, they technically died. But this time around, they changed that. They changed that in Power Rangers. But of course, one thing I do have to say is the descendant. His descendant is Shinya Tsukochi. Yeah. Don't make me say that again. I'm kind of sleepy. But still, yeah. So he actually is his descendant. And he proved worthy of having the power. And he actually did morph one time with it, just to help everyone out, because man, it was a gracious battle. A battle so big they needed all 10 Rangers to fight it, which that was just awesome to see. That was just awesome. Yeah, so I think for his descendant actually is the person who created some comics, actually aka manga, and he actually wrote some manga. And he was very well known. And it's too bad they didn't actually pull that into this too. That would have been kind of cool. That the rich prince, yeah, they named him Prince Philip. It would have been cool if they had Prince Philip, and Prince Philip actually was the person who also released comics. But yeah, it doesn't fit in. It's sad too. They had a good connection. The fact that you had Poisandra and you had Cheerio. You saw Fab World, so they were watching Fab World, but not only watching Fab World, but they actually were fans of anime and manga. So you had Cheerio, who most likely, Cheerio is not even what he used to be now, because he was technically Lucaro, or Lucky, or Joy. No, it's Joy. Yeah, so he actually had a freaking personality of his own instead of being a whatever he is now, and he actually loved manga and actually was looking for the person who made it, which was the descendant. And it was very funny. It was just very funny. That was a funny episode, but they wiped that away, so that's kind of sad. But at least the good news, they did keep his attack, and it's called Furious Breakthrough, but I forgot what they called it in Dino Charge. Enough about me and enough about the pausing. Let's just have more of the toy, shall we? So again, yeah, this is how I'm going to pose him. And now it's time for some size comparisons. The only one I have of this line is actually, I'm going to call him Gokai Red, because screw Troy. Yes, screw Troy. I do also have the Mystic Force Red Ranger, but I don't think he's worth opening. Yeah, because he doesn't even have the cape. So I'm like, yeah, he's not worth opening. He's not worth having out. So he's still in box. But yeah, you have this guy. It looks like they shape well. And now here comes the one where I'm like, yeah, dude, this is just sad. Now here comes the Rangers that was released in, I think, was Jungle Fury. I got these guys from Jungle Fury. And just look how it is. This is how the shaping, what it used to be, and now what it is today. And this is why it's sad for some collectors. I mean, given if the collectors were cool and they were just like, yeah, I'm just going to have a shelf. They're not going to be displayed with each other. So, with that said, the good news is that it doesn't really matter on the whole sizing part. It just only matters if you actually want to have them all displayed together. And that's when it's like, oh, dude. At least the good news is they do have Mighty Morphin together. They do have Zeo. They have Mighty Morphin completed. They have all the Red Rangers for everyone else completed. They have Samurai, which Samurai is technically smaller than this. And then you have Mega Force, and then Super Mega Force, and now Dino Charge. So that's as good as you get on this, sadly. So yeah, it's kind of sad as like, hey, String Bean, yeah, we're so big, we got one head on you. And that's weird. It's like, wow, they're just a head taller and the head shorter. That's just crazy. But yeah, here they are. Here all of them are. Of course, yeah, so there you go. And that's basically all I need to show you. It's just that. This is a good figure. Yeah, I think this actually is a pretty good figure. And yeah, it's really nothing truly needed to be known. The weapons aren't really needed. I'm going to actually have him without his weapons because he never used the weapons in the TV show. That's the thing, is like he never used the weapons in the TV show. Even right now, you don't even have them using it in the TV show. Of course, articulation is that everything actually is bendable. You're able to bend his legs. You're able to also have him sit. Yeah, he's able to sit. That's the good news. Yeah, you're able to have him sit. It was kind of hard to actually put those swords, put the sword or put the gun in his hand. That was kind of the weirdest part, is that it was kind of hard to put those in his hand. And of course, for some crazy comparisons, here is him compared to Optimus Prime. And look at that. He's as big as my radio. Crazy enough, it's like, look, he is as tall as my radio. My actual hand radio from years ago. That you do have to admit, that's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. And of course, Optimus Prime compared to him. And also, yeah, you're able to hook up, which is kind of sad that they don't have a holster, but yeah, you're able to hook the Dino Morpher with them. You're able to have them in different ways, like one where you're actually able to have them hold it on the side and just shoot while it's on his holster, in quotations, holster. You also have something else you could do with it. Yeah, you're actually able to have them on the side of the hip, and here is a close-up even more trying to get his helmet in, but sadly the camera will not just let it happen. The camera is just not gonna let it happen, which is kind of sad. But yeah, here you go. And of course, yeah, this is one of the weirdest part of why you can't really have it on it, because you have the gun that actually just pokes out. That's weird. So it doesn't fit him that way. And yeah, here's again a better reasonable thing of showing how you actually can just shoot it while it's on his holster. And yeah, you can have it back to the side. So yeah, that's basically it. So there you go. I'm going to most likely have him in his fighting pose more than anything, or something like that. But yeah, this is Graphite Ranger. Graphite Ranger was very good, very enjoyable. I wasn't disappointed about what I had in him, and I am kind of disappointed on the whole I scrapped up and destroyed his freaking back. But it's okay. It's okay. One thing you should know, oh my gosh, this went long, didn't it? But anyways, something you should know is that along with it, here is the front part, and I was able to recover it very nicely. Here is the back part with his biography and everything else. Here is the tag that you got from it. It says Graphite Ranger. And inside of it is this, but you can't use it because I used the code. But anyways, you get a chance to actually get a golden version of the Megazord. And why not? Why not try to not go for it? So, wish me luck. And anyways, thank you for watching. And if you do like to have more reviews like this, I will try to. But it just depends on if Simpsons Tap Out wants me to redo all crap all over again. Anyways, have a good day and hope you guys enjoyed this.